It's Gurley power. It's the coach. You're watching Madden Football on EA Sports. Coming up, running back Todd Gurley, fresh off a standout performance a week ago, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Los Angeles Rams. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. And a few short moments ago, running back Todd Gurley trying to fire up the Ram faithful here in Southern California as his guys get set to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
While in college, quarterback teams that improved their win total from 1 his freshman year to 5 his sophomore year to 8 his junior year. Love that type of improvement. Love that type of diligence.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So on the big tight end, holding. Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down. The headshots here are the offensive unit, and what about Brandon Cooks?
If he's not a 1,000-yard receiver every year he's healthy in the league, I'll be surprised. Came out of college wanting to be a pro, studied all the best receivers in the NFL before he even got to the league.
Looking to throw again on second down. Goff. That's complete to Cooks. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Throwing on third. Goff. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, Goff. Going to throw right side here, complete. That one goes for 24 yards. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
A play fake to Gurley. Now Goff. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. This is how the defense will line up for Seattle. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. You think back to the Super Bowl against New England, the Rams never even got into the red zone in that game, and now here they are in the red zone on their opening drive with a 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Everyone's got 4 down.
Goff now looking to throw. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. Now it's Stephen Hauschka, who won a Super Bowl ring kicking for the Seahawks. Now he's against them. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Seahawks now for their first drive. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, a man who's made quite the name for himself in the NFL, and that's Russell Wilson.
And while he won't admit it because his team lost the game, he had some fun in the last one.
He threw for over 400 yards.
I mean, there's no getting around it. As a QB, yeah, okay. We lost the game, but, boy, that felt good flinging it around. Now he's got to figure out how to do the exact same thing, yet turn it into a win.
10 yards and a Seattle first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage with a flag down here to boot. So they may back up further. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
59, Mike is 59.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. Wilson. And this is incomplete. And with this offense, what about DJ Fluker?
Came out of Alabama, could play tackle, could play guard. He's so big, Brandon, I think he plays both at the same time.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
They run. It's Gurley. Able to make one man miss, but he will be corralled around the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Here we go, D.
Now it's Goff off the bootleg. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Goff now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. The numbers on the ground for Gurley last week. 15 carries, 97 yards.
That's a good start to the season. They got the win, and they were able to establish a good running game. Nothing that just blew people away, but a nice solid base to get things started, and they expect that to get tuned up and get better as the season moves on.
And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking to go back to Cooks one more time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. From the 50, it's Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Uchenna Nwosu able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. It felt like he was in the pocket all day, never got rid of it.
And when you have that much time, you've got to either find someone open or get rid of it, because with that amount of time to throw the ball, that means the offensive line's done a really nice job.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They go play action with Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
We got 4.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Wilson. This will be caught by Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 18. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They'll run. This is Brown. And he's brought down. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll try and run it in with Brown. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Here's Gurley. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a play fake, and it's Goff. He gets it to Cooks. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
We got this.
23 yards, the final tally. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. Now that'll be caught by Kupp. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2nd down, it's Henderson. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Goff. And that will be incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And Hauschka's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Let's go.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. On second down now, it's Brown, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to have a third down. From the gun on third down, Wilson. Got a man, it's Brown. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
So that one will be accepted. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
I know you felt that. 31's the mic.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. The Rams on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Goff. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Come on, fellas. 24.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
On 2nd down, it's Brown. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Check. 59. Cut.
First down, Seattle.
They go play action here on first down. His throw incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Here's Wilson to throw again. This one into the hands of Metcalf. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now it's Wilson. Man open left side is Brown. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Delayed give, Goff to Gurley. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On first down, Goff. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. A very solid gain of 27.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Tight end right, tight end right.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
31's the mic.
2nd down and goal. Goff. They'll find Everett there, complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Now Goff on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Hauschka's kick is good, and that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
Keep playing hard.
The Rams defense heading back onto the field. And despite being down on the scoreboard, this unit, they've had some big-time hits.
Sort of like us at practice the other day. I saw you take a running start at that blocking sled. You took it down.
Bounced off like a rubber band.
No, not at all, but you're exactly right. They are doing their job, but they want to add takeaways to it. You need to have more of those to go along with the big hits we're seeing.
By the way, when I tried that and I bounced back, I noticed that you laughed with everyone else. You didn't try to get in my corner.
No. Someone had just told me a joke on the other side.
Right,
I missed that. Totally missed it.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now this one complete on the slant route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Wilson firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And this is going to be another first. Tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 27-yard line. Now Wilson on first down. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through, and the lead grows to 4. It's 13-9. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. And he's got his man on the out route. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Defense.
Oh, they stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Bust through the tackle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Check, 9. I got you, son. I got you. You're on.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Here's Brown. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
You got him. You got him.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Goff. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's Goff. And that one's complete to Gurley. It's a gain of 5. And that'll make it a second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Let's go one more.
A play fake to Gurley. Now Goff. And that's complete to Cooks. And that one results in 35 yards.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are back within a single score.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just hadn't been able to punch it in until that point. They'll try and run it with Gurley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call.
Offense.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. Work to be done here. The sack. Wilson throwing quickly out to Lockett. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for third down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Goff on first down. And his throw here's incomplete. Gerald Everett is tight end, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Throwing on third, Goff. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. A cool little accomplishment for him passing the football. 25,000 yards. He just surpassed that for his career.
When he was a little guy in the backyard just throwing it around probably with his dad, he thought about playing in the NFL. He dreamed of it. But to put up these kind of numbers while doing so, that's got to be kind of cool for him. He'll enjoy the heck out of thinking about that when this one is over.
On first down, it's Gurley. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
31's the mic.
From the 31, Goff. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. As his guys are in for 6. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Defense, let's go. Check safety, check safety.
Out of the gun, Goff. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
Check.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. From the 29, Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Jared Goff and the Rams headed back onto the field. He is looking to help his team build their lead after trailing at halftime. They've got to like the spot they're in right now.
They have to love it, but as you and I both know, cliche alert coming here. You're only as good as your last possession. But I think that they like, as you said, the spot they're in and how confidently they're playing at this point.
But again, just a 1-possession lead, looking to expand that now. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Off play action. Here's Goff. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Goff now to throw. And that is incomplete. So out comes the field goal team once more. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And Hauschka's kick is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives have bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive, a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Wilson. And he will find his man on the outside. And he goes out right around the 39. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now it's Brown. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From just shy of midfield, Wilson throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it 3rd down. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And he's got Lockett. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 35. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. To throw again is Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd down and 12. This will be caught by Brown. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No 1st down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On 2nd down now, it's Brown. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Now Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. To throw is Wilson. And no, it's incomplete. That was the safety Taylor Rapp right there on the coverage. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The Rams on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 8. Goff now looks to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 37. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Back to the workhorse today, it's Gurley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. From the red zone now, Goff. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up third down.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
From the gun on third down, Goff. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Gerald Everett, his second touchdown on the season. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. He's definitely making his mark early in the year from the tight end position. 2 games played, 2 touchdowns.
And from what I've seen on tape so far this year, his ability to use the fakes well, his body in the red zone, they should continue to look his way through the entire season.
Stephen Hauschka for the point after. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by John Johnson. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Gurley again here on first down. He's got the first down here inside the 30. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They go play action here on 1st down toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. They'll look to run with Henderson, and the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. C.J. Ham, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it in the play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And now it has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
Here's Hauschka for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Now it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. This throw complete, Wilson finding Lockett. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Throwing is Wilson. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He was taken down by Wagner. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 30-yard line.
Again, they run with Gurley. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 3.
From the gun, here's Goff. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Los Angeles, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a